27 of the top 30 crime-ridden cities in America ran by Democrats.
Yep.
If they are all about blacks, why are their policies ruining great communities?
Question for you. Pull it back up.
Yeah.
What's the root cause of it?
What is it?
No, I'm asking you. No. You raise it up. No. You said 27 of the top 30 crime-ridden cities.
You're the expert.
No. Here's the deal, though. If you're
I'll read the article for you. Pull it up.
If you're going to ask a question, what I need you to do is I need you to then go, okay, what actually, looking at those communities, what actually happened in those areas? You brought up Chicago. Lived there 6 years. What is it?
You tell us.
No. See, here's the deal, though.
There it is. 27 of the 30 most crime-ridden cities in America run by Democrats. Not theory, not vibes, data. And watch Roland Martin's face. He doesn't push back on the number. He doesn't say the list is wrong. He immediately starts the history lesson. Slavery, Jim Crow, white supremacy, the classic pivot. When the present is indefensible, drag the conversation back 200 years and hope nobody notices the bodies still dropping under Democratic governance today. That is the entire game.
I'm giving up statistics.
You're giving stats.
This is 27 out of 30, which you like. You like stats and facts.
I'm giving you stats, but here's
nothing
the deal.
about what I said is not a fact. I'll read it to you.
But here's the failure.
As of June 22nd, okay, go to the top. I'll read the entire article for you.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
That's what you're asking me.
No, that's not what I'm asking you.
A new report shows that Democrat policies in cities and counties are responsible for rising crime rates in their otherwise red states.
What are the policies?
The Heritage Foundation today. Whatever the policies are is Democratic policies.
No. What are the policies?
Whatever the policies are, I don't need to know the policies.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not. I don't need to know the policies. All I need to know is if you.
So you're saying Democratic policies, but what are the policies?
But wait a minute. If I give you and I vote for you and you're supposed to take care of me, why are 27 out of top 30 cities in American crime ran by Democrats? Why?
First, I will tell you. First of all, it's where African Americans are living. So let's bring up Chicago in particular. What you have had in Chicago is you've had some of the greatest racial segregation, not in 20 years, not in 30 years, but literally in 100 plus years.
Led by Democrats.
No, hold on. Here's the deal, though. Okay, I will show you how. Mississippi has the largest percentage of black people in America, run by Republicans, broke as hell. Explain that. Explain me the highest. Tell me when you have. Hold on. Wait.
Don't spin.
No, I'm not spinning.
No, don't change.
No. But I'm
Let's
showing
stay
you.
on topic.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Let's stay on topic.
We're
the
on
topic is crime 27 out of 30, not economic. Economic is a different story.
No, it's not.
But I agree with you that we need to get the financial situation.
No. And you're making the mistake.
You went to Mississippi. No, you're making the mistake.
No. Here's the mistake you're making.
27 out of 30.
Here's the mistake you're making. When you say crime, I just obliterated a black conservative in my show on this whole issue. When you say crime, you have to then say, okay, what creates crime? No, what creates crime? What creates crime?
When people are not doing well financially.
What else?
Your surrounding and environment, who you're around.
No, what else?
Pick up habits.
What else?
Bad policies.
No. What else? See, you're jumping to policies.
But it is bad policies. Wait a minute.
No.
If I lead a company, Roland,
the underpinning. Hold on, wait.
If I run a company and I'm the CEO of the company, if the company improves or doesn't improve is based on my policies. I'm the head running the company, the department. If it doesn't improve, it's because of me.
So let me.
What else would it be?
So let me lay it out to you again.
Go for it.
When you talk about what is the underpinning of crime, John Hope Bryant, founder of Operation Hope, this is what he said. He said, "Show me a community where you've seen a riot with a credit score of 700 or higher." The reality is, when you talk about crime in this country, you're talking about economics, you're talking about education, you're talking about housing, you're talking about health. Mm-hmm. Show me areas where you do not have high crime. I'm going to show you areas that don't have the same, aren't as compacted. That's first. What you have is, when you talk about crime in places, you then look at what are the numbers of people there, what are the pockets there, what are those communities, and how did those communities, how were they created literally not over 20, 30 years, but literally over 50, 75, 100 years. Now, that was Jim Crow.
How many years does it take to change?
Listen to the pattern. PBD asks a simple accountability question. If Democrats have locked down the black vote for 6 decades, why are the cities they control the most dangerous places in the country? Roland's answer is not policy, it is pathology. He turns the clock all the way back to slavery and Jim Crow as if Chicago, Baltimore Street, Louis, and Detroit are still operating under the 1890s legal code. That is not analysis, that is evasion dressed up as moral authority. The reality is uglier and simpler. These cities have had Democratic mayors, Democratic councils, Democratic prosecutors, and Democratic school boards for generations. The same party that promises protection every election cycle delivers the opposite. Soft on crime DAs, revolving door justice, and neighborhoods where mothers bury their sons while the politicians still collect the checks. Roland's response is to pathologize the question itself. He treats any demand for current results as an attack on black history. That is the soft bigotry of low expectations in its purest form. It tells an entire community that the bar is so low they should never be expected to demand better from the people they keep electing. PBD keeps coming back to the only metric that matters: outcomes, crime, safety, schools, jobs. Roland keeps coming back to the only metric that protects the political monopoly: the past. One side is talking about what is happening on the streets right now. The other is talking about what happened before either of them was born. That is not a debate about racism. That is a debate about whether the Democratic Party still gets a free pass when the body count is on its watch.
What are you talking about?
How many years does it take to create change?
When you have,
how long does it take to create change?
First of all, you talking to us about a black in America.
How long does it take to create change?
When you have had,
yeah,
okay, walk through 243 years of slavery, 92 years of Jim Crow, and then you get to 1970 when you are technically fully free. You can't act like all of that before did not impact. The issues that you're having now have to do with not Democratic or Republican policies. It has to do with literally white supremacy and Jim Crow in America. We are still, to act as if we are still not dealing with that. How did housing discrimination take place in this country? Do you know who created it? The realtors. They apologize for it.
Why are you going away from the question?
No, because here's the deal, though. You don't want to deal with what creates crime areas.
You got to realize this. Listen,
I'm dealing with the real truth. How they create it. What you're dealing with is, there are Democratic areas. What I'm dealing with is how do you deal with the historical reality of neighborhoods that simply can't be just, we elected one person and they're just going to change it.
Roland,
doesn't work that way.
Roland, I'm Middle Eastern, okay? I was born in Iran, 10 years. My mother's a communist, my dad's an imperialist. We escape, we go to Germany. I lived at a refugee camp for 2 years, okay, with people who are Yugoslavian, Czech, Albanian at the time, and they're all leaving for a reason. I come to the States, okay? I'm a welfare baby. I'm a food stamp baby.
Okay.
Just letting you know, my parents are divorced twice in 20 years. I'm going to Glendale High School. I have a lunch ticket I would sell because I don't have any money. I'm 6'1", 130 pounds. That should tell you the fact that we don't come from a lot of money. One day, I'm in the school, and my teacher starts talking about politics. Up until that point, when I think about politics, all I think about is divorce. Because I think about my mom and dad arguing all the time. I don't have a lot of pain linked to politics at the time. And the teacher's obviously the teacher's going to be a Democrat because she's presenting how rich people are this rich. I'm like, okay, great, rich people are bad. So I come home.
I obviously
13-1. That's the number. That's
dude. I had a whole lot of damn Republican teachers in my life.
Well, I like stats, and the stats are 13-1 is Democrats to Republican. You know the stats. So I come home and I say, Mom, are we Republicans or Democrats? And she said, we're Democrats. I said, tell me why. She says, because the Democrats are for the poor, Republicans are for the rich. So my mom says. You know what I told her? I said, when I grow up, I want to be a Republican. Not because I want to be a Republican. I don't know what the policies are.
So first of all, who's actually for the rich and the poor? Who?
Who is for the rich and the poor?
She said it. She said Republicans for the rich, Democrats are for the poor. Is that you say you love? Is it true or not?
First of all,
is it true or not?
Whether that's true, statistically, more rich people are on the Democratic side today than the Republican side.
But no. You say who are for, not who's rich, but who are they for the policy?
But Roland, this is you. You're smart.
No, your mom said it.
I understand, but you're a smart guy, bro. Listen, when I watch you, you're not a dummy. You're very smart, okay? So sometimes John Maxwell says something very important that I completely held to myself. And every time I break this, I don't like it. He said, the moment you learn sales and you learn persuasion, okay? The moment you learn the ability how to persuade, you, me, we learn how to persuade. He says, be very careful to not go one step above that, which is to manipulate just to win all arguments, because you can. You can win any argument if you want to. You can play devil's advocate and flip the argument, play the Republican side, and you make one hell of an argument to beat a Democrat, because you can do that. You have the ability, I have the ability as well. I don't want to do that. What I'm asking you right now is the following. Results. Today,
Yes.
27 out of 30 cities
Yes.
that are ran by Democrats are the highest crime in America. That's stats.
What states are those in? What are those states?
The states are different than the community.
New York, Chicago,
No,
LA.
but that's not the thing. The state is the community. The city is where.
What are you talking about?
The city you're in is what you can touch. Every year you come up and you say, "Re-elect me." I can
touch
help.
the state. Listen, I am born and raised in Texas.
Here is where the mask slips completely. Roland is forced to admit the cities are violent. He cannot deny the numbers. So he reaches for the ultimate escape hatch. White supremacy is still the root cause, and therefore no amount of democratic failure can ever be the root cause. It is a closed loop. Any bad outcome under Democratic rule is proof of residual racism. Any good outcome under Republican rule is either ignored or explained away. This is not serious politics. This is theology. PBD is doing something far more dangerous to the narrative. He is treating Black Americans like adults. He is saying the same thing he would say to any other community. If the people you keep putting in charge keep delivering the same results, maybe the problem is the people you keep putting in charge. That is not racism, that is pattern recognition. Roland's framework requires permanent grievance because permanent grievance is the only product the current Democratic coalition can reliably sell. Safe streets, functional schools, and economic mobility would make the grievance machine obsolete. So the machine keeps running. The cities stay broken. The lectures continue, and the body count is treated as an unfortunate historical footnote instead of a present-day indictment. PBD is not asking for miracles. He is asking for the same standard every other group in America is held to: results. Roland is asking for something else entirely: continued immunity from results. One of those positions respects the audience, the other one insults it.